Students, now see page number 8. Now I am reading rocks and minerals. This paragraph. Listen carefully. See this above lines. This one. The Earth's crust is made up of various types of rocks. The Earth's crust, first layer of the Earth, thinnest. We have studied in previous paragraphs, which is made up of various types of rocks. Means crust, thinnest first layer of the Earth, which is made up by various types of rocks. Rocks are there, different types of rocks are there. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the Earth's crust is called a rock. So what is rock? So here underline this line. Rock means any natural mass of mineral matter. So any mass of mineral matter, and which is that makes up the earth crust, means by the mineral matter substance, mineral substance. Now rocks are made, and from the rocks crust is made, so makes up the earth crust. So we can say the rock. So rocks can be different color, size and texture. So on the earth's crust we can see the different types of rocks are there, and different types of rocks which are in different color, in different size and in different texture. Now this paragraph. There are three major types of rocks here. Types of rocks. Which are the types of rocks? There are three types of rocks. First one, igneous rocks. Second, sedimentary rocks. And third one, metamorphic rocks. These are the three types of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. So we will learn one by one. Try to understand. When the molten magma cools, molten magma, lava, fire, hot liquid. So when molten magma, which comes from the interior part of the earth, from the inside of the earth, when the molten magma cools, it becomes solid. So magma, hot liquid, when comes on the earth's surface, it becomes solid. Rocks thus form are called igneous rocks. So igneous rocks means which type of rocks? The igneous rocks which are formed by the molten magma after cooling down on the earth's surface. As well as we have to see there are also called primary rocks. Now another name. Igneous rock is also called by another name, primary rocks, because the rocks, such type of rocks which are made by the magma. There are two types of igneous rocks. Now igneous rocks also divided into two categories. First one is the intrusive rocks. Now this one, listen carefully. Intrusive rocks, and second name, extrusive rocks. Now these are the types of igneous rocks. One is the intrusive rocks, another is the extrusive rocks. Intrusive rocks, extrusive rocks. So learn properly these names. There are three types of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. So igneous rocks means which type of rocks? When the molten magma cools down, it becomes solid. Rocks thus formed are called the igneous rocks. They are called also primary rocks. Now there are two types of igneous rocks: intrusive rocks and extrusive rocks. Now just listen carefully. See this paragraph. Can you imagine lava coming out from the volcanoes? Have you seen from the volcanoes lava which is coming out from the volcanoes? Lava is actually fiery red molten magma. What is lava? Lava is a fire, hot liquid, fiery red molten magma coming out from the interior of the earth on its surface, which is coming out from the interior part of the earth, from the inside of the earth, on its surface, on the earth's surface. When this molten lava comes on the earth's surface, lava which comes on the earth's surface from the interior part of the earth becomes solid. Lava comes on the earth's surface. It rapidly cools down. Quickly cools down after coming on the earth's surface and becomes solid. And after that, it becomes solid. Rocks formed in such a way on the crust are called extrusive igneous rocks. Now, what is meant by the extrusive igneous rocks? There are two types of igneous rocks: extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks. So, the rocks which form in such a way means comes on the earth's surface and cools down and becomes solid. So, such rocks are called extrusive igneous rocks. They have a very fine grained structure. Grainy structure. For example, basalt rock. Underline basalt rock is the example of extrusive igneous rocks. The Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rocks. Deccan Plateau. This is the fine example, good example of extrusive igneous rocks. Sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth's crust. Now listen carefully, students. Sometimes while coming magma on the earth's surface, now cools down where? Deep inside the earth. While coming up on the earth's surface, so at the time of the coming on the surface, inside just below the crust, now the magma cools down inside the earth, not on the surface. Now please try to understand. Sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside. Here inside important, the earth's crust. Inside the earth's crust, magma cools down. Solid rocks so formed are called intrusive igneous rocks. Cools down and it becomes solid inside the earth, inside the crust also, and it becomes solid. So such type of rocks are called intrusive igneous rocks. Now here, students, we have understood igneous rocks and types of igneous rocks. Now what is meant by the extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks? Granite is an example of such a rock. Such a rock means example of intrusive rocks. Granite is one of the example. Grinding stones used to prepare paste, powder of spices, and grains are made of granite. Now students, here we have studied about the first type of rock, igneous rocks, and its types. So please try to understand and do homework properly. Thank you very much.